everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So, the Daily Mail over in the UK is expressing that there are ethical concerns over the dawn of designer babies. Campaigners warn breakthroughs that remove faulty DNA could lead to creation of superior children with genes modified to improve appearance or intelligence. I mean, could you imagine? Think about this. Humanity has a way of kind of following trends. We do this. A very good example is clothing, right? We go through fads and trends where like members-only jackets were in style for a while. Now, all of a sudden, they're off to the side, right? No one would ever think about wearing a members-only jacket these days. But could you imagine if people were treated the same way as clothing fads? You know, here you could design a baby because, well, you know, blonde hair and blue eyes and tall and skinny's in. 20 years from now, it could be brown hair and green eyes and a supple appearance, you know. It doesn't matter what it is, and those people that aren't like that are going to be totally and completely disappointed, distraught. They're going to have mental issues because they just don't fit in with society anymore, almost akin to that members-only jacket that's crying in the closet, wishing that it could just be worn one more time. This is a pioneering technique to fix an embryo, and its faulty DNA was unveiled by scientists last night. It says in a world's first, they used gene editing to cut out DNA from a fertilized egg. The embryo then repaired itself, replacing the mutilated material with healthy cells. The technique worked on 3/4 of the 58 embryos it was tried on, and of course it has the potential to revolutionize medicine and cause con to run rampant and take over the world. I mean, pardon me, I kind of got away with my little rambunctious. It says it has the potential to revolutionize medicine and could lead to the eradication of inherited diseases such as cystic fibrosis and breast cancer. Absolutely that there's a positive benefit to this. Don't get me wrong. It's all in how it's rolled out. And the problem is we can set rules and say, look, this is allowed for this, this, and this. The problem is free will is a bitch, and people will do what people are going to do regardless of what rules or laws you put in place. And all it takes is one mistake in gene editing to cause a huge problem within the population. Whether it be editing the genes of people, of one person to be infertile, you know, or to perhaps be susceptible to, oops, we screwed this up and this person's susceptible to polio, right? As they reproduce, the person that's susceptible to polio, it starts just exploding like wildfire. You have to understand, too, that the CRISPR-Cas9 technology doesn't necessarily have to come in a kit. They've designed it now to where they have gene editing engines that they splice into the DNA of people that are triggered by certain things or events or proteins, whatever. They can make it trigger at any point in time for any reason, maybe a point at a person's life. It doesn't matter. You know, it's very similar to, say, like the SV40 virus and the polio vaccine. Great book, Dr. Mary's Monkey. If you can, check that out. It's an unbelievable story of how they engineered the SV40 virus into the polio vaccine. And what that does is at menopause and middle age, it kicks in and causes cancer in people. Now, this is something they did in the 60s. So you can imagine how far this technology has advanced. And, of course, with CRISPR-Cas9, the sky's the limit now because they can actually edit the program. They can edit the design. So there's huge ethical implications here. And it's so important that it's rolled out the right way. Again, I have to ask you, how on earth do you account for free will? How do you do it? And then how do we as human beings have the right to violate the rights of that person that you're editing? They may not want it down the road, yet you're making that decision for them now. There's a whole lot of things that I think that people aren't thinking about when it comes to this that they really need to think about, because the implications are severe. And there's a lot of things that people are going to have to answer for and things that they're going to regret, I think, with regards to this technology. And I tell you what, as it advances, I just feel like there's a train wreck coming. And I can only hope and pray that we get our act together before that train wreck occurs. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Please feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.